Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ahmet, and this YouTube channel is my semester project. Today we will talk about highest cost film. Ranking starts with the highest cost film and the grasses. I hope you enjoy while watching my videos. Let's start the video. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Will Turner and Elizabeth Swain join forces with Captain Barbarossa to free Jack Sparrow from Davy Jones' locker. Meanwhile, the crew of the Flying Dutchman ghost ships wreaks havoc on the Seven Seas. The friends must navigate dangerous waters to comfort China's pride, Sao Feng, and ultimately they must choose sides in a battle. How can I say? In a battle wherein the pride's life hangs in the balance. This movie has 7.1 MDB point. The cost of this movie is uh, 370 million dollars. Titanic. James Cameron's Titanic is an epic, action-packed romance set against the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic, the pride and joy of the White Star Line, and at the time the largest moving objects ever built. She was the most luxurious liner of her era, the ship of dreams, which ultimately carried over 1,500 people to their deaths in the ice-cold waters of the North Atlantic in the early hours of April 15, 1912. This movie has 7.8 MDB points. The cost of this movie is uh, $319 million. Spider-Man 3. Peter Parker and MJ seem to finally be on the right track in their complicated relationship, but trouble looms for the superhero and his lover. Peter's Spider-Man suit turns black and takes control of him, not only giving Peter enchanted power but also bringing out the dark side of his personality. Peter must overcome the suit's influence as two supervillains, Sandman and Venom, rise up to destroy him and all tools he holds dear. This movie has 6.2 MDB points. The cost of this movie is $318 million. I like Spider-Man, but my favorite Spider-Man is starring by Andrew Garfield. Tangled. Disney animation of classic tale. Beautiful Princess Rapunzel has been locked away in tower since she was captured as baby by an old hag. Her magical long blonde hair has the power to provide eternal youth, and the evil Gatul uses this power to keep her young. At the age of 18, Rapunzel becomes curious about the outside world, and when a princess uses her tower as a refuge, she asks him to help her escape. This animation has 7.7 MDB point. The cost of this movie is $305 million. This animation is very nice and the horse was very funny. I love it. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. as Death Eaters wreak havoc in both Muggle and Wizard worlds. Hogwarts is no longer a safe haven for students. Though Harry suspects there are new dangers lurking within the castle walls. Dumbledore is more intent than ever on preparing the young wizard for the final battle with Voldemort. Meanwhile, teenage hormones run rampant throughout Hogwarts, presenting a different sort of the danger. Love might be in the air, but tragedy looms, and Hogwarts may never be the same again. This movie has 7.6 MDB points. The cost of this movie is $298 million. This is a Harry Potter movie. All that can be said is wonderful. Waterworld. After the melting of the polar ice caps, most of the globe is underwater. Some humans have survived, and even fewer still. Notably, the mariner have adapted the oceans by developing gills. A loner by nature, the mariner uh, reluctantly befriends Helen and her young companion Enola as they escape from a hostile artificial island. Soon, the sinister smokers are pursuing them in the belief that Enola holds the key to finding the mystical dryland. This movie has 6.3 MDB points. The cost of this movie $289 million. I didn't watch this movie, but I liked its story. Yes, I liked. Pirates of Caribbean, Dead Man's Trust. When ghostly pirate Davy Jones comes to collect a blood debt, Captain Jack Sparrow must find a way to avoid his fate lest his soul be damned for all time. Nevertheless, the wily ghost managed to interpret the wedding plans of Jack's friends, Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann. This movie has 7.3 MDB points. The cost of this movie is $285 million. Avatar. On the lush alien world of Pandora live the Navi, beings who appear primitive but are hugely evolved. Because the planet's environment is poisonous, human Navi hybrids, called avatars, must link to humans' minds to allow for free movement on Pandora. Jake Sully, a paralyzed former Marine, becomes mobile again through one such avatar and fall in love a Navi woman. As a bond with her grows, her is drawn into a battle for the survival of her world. This movie has 7.8 MDB points. The cost of this movie is 292 sorry 282 million. The Avatar has excellent visuals and a world that made you fall in love with it. In addition, Avatar is among the most grossing films. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.